The first thing I look for is obviously I look at the miles. I want to look for a truck that's got as low miles as possible. For the year that I'm buying the truck, it's important to find a truck where the miles and the year of the truck add up. If you've got a 2013 truck and it's only got 200,000 kilometers or 200,000 miles on it, there's something wrong. Either the truck has been sitting for an extended period of time, which you don't want, or somebody has been messing with the computer and the mileage isn't matching up to the scheme. These are things you need to look for. Make sure your mileage and your truck add up. But in general, you probably want to try to get the lowest miles you can. Why? Because you want to be able to run that truck. You want to get as much life out of that truck. Who had it? If you can find that out, some places will be able to give that to you. And what was the history done on the truck? When were the oil changes done? And what frequency were they done? What oil did they use? Did they use fleet filters? Did they use carrier filters? Did they use proper shops? Did they change their own oil? Did they do their own maintenance, or did they take it to a shop? Find this stuff out. It makes a difference. The service history on a truck will tell you a lot. I want to know oil. Obviously, transmission. You still got to change transmission fluid. You don't do it like oil changes, but it's got to be done. Was it done at the proper mileage? I want to know those things. Those things are going to tell me what's going on with the engine or give me a better idea what's going on with my truck before I buy it. I know how well it's been maintained or how poorly it's been maintained. Once you've got your service history in hand and you've had time to go through it, you're going to want to have the truck inspected. I'm not taking anybody's word for it that's selling me a truck. The word "you can trust me" is never going to happen with me. If I'm buying a truck from you, I would expect you to give me the common courtesy to be able to take that truck off-site to a separate third party and have the truck gone over. Usually, a trusted dealership or a trusted service center that does that kind of thing might cost you up to $300 to $500. But you know what? That's $300 to $500 that are well spent. Okay? Take it off-site, let them go over it. It's got a problem with this. Let's get those issues taken care of and let them eat the cost, not you. Why should you pay for it? Check out the tires. Open the hood. Check your steer tires. Check for tread patterns. Check for grooves. Check for anything that's off on that tire. That will tell you whether there's something off on the front alignment. That'll also tell you you might have a kingpin issue. There are certain things that tires, the indications on tires will tell you about other components on your truck. There's nothing worse than buying the truck and again, 2 weeks later, you're replacing kingpins or you've got to have an alignment. I check all 8 tires. I measure. I don't have the gauge with me right now, but I've got a tire depth gauge. I listen. When I started the engine, did it turn over right away? Did it get a good solid start, or did it crank out 3, 4, 5 times before it started? Did I get a good sound I like when I turn the key on my truck and I get what bang and it fires? I like that. If it's whining out 4, 5, 6 cranks before it starts, you might have an issue. You don't want to deal with issues. Is there anything dripping off that truck? Yes, trucks have little drips here and there of certain bits that are not to worry about. They almost like your truck breathes and it bleeds a little bit, and that's certain. But if you've got a puddle under that truck, find it and find where that puddle is coming from. That's going to cost you money. Listen to your engine. Listen to what's going on in that engine. When was the last service done on this truck? Take it for a test drive. Every dealer is going to let you test drive it. Take that truck out on the road, and don't take the truck out and just go around the block and come back and go, yeah, that's nice. Take the truck for a drive. Make sure there's enough fuel in it because they generally don't leave a lot of fuel in them. But make sure there's enough fuel in it that you can have that truck for 1 hour. Let's do intersections. How does the clutch feel? All of those things that you're going to be doing on a daily basis. How does it feel? Cram as much as you can into that hour that you're going to take and then take it out on the highway, get out on the highway, and it's not usually advised that you let go of the steering wheel, but get into the center lane. If you're on a 3-lane highway, that's usually the flattest lane. And don't let go of the steering wheel, but just hold on lightly and don't steer. Is it good or bad? Buy with caution, everyone.
Do you want to learn how to turn your loads into wealth? Retiring in 3 to 5 years like I'm on the track to do? Well, visit truckingandinvesting.com.